What's going on? So this is the audiobook of My Digital Escape, like the audiobook chapters. Now we're going to probably do 4, if possible, of these chapters that are new. So let's start off with the search for Grogar's bell. Jeffrey and his friends Delaney and Julia are outside watching the sunset. Jeffrey still worries for Shaquille's safety, even though he can now control the suit. John then comes outside to check on his housemate. Jeffrey. John, do you think Shaq will be okay wearing the suit? Even though he can now control the suit after the battle when I was temporarily becoming a carnage? John. Yes, Jeffrey, he'll be fine. Julia. Yeah. You made sure that all of us were safe during the museum conflict. Delaney. And you saved me from death before, in the digital realm, especially from the bullet that Solomon shot. Still surprised that the bullet missed me, but how'd that portal open up? Jeffrey. Beats me. All I know is there was this person or pony that looked just like me, except he called himself the Superior. Does that ring any bells? Delaney. The Superior? Not that I know of. Anyways, Gio, did you make it to Haven? Jeffrey. Yes, I did. I defeated Hayes there. Although the gunshot didn't fully kill him, I was able to fully defeat him once and for all. However, I fell unconscious after the fight. Just then, 2 more ponies, or humans judging by perception, show up. Bluetooth. Hey, Jeffrey, did I miss anything? Jeffrey. Bluetooth, I see you came here with Octavia Melody. Did anything happen on your side? Bluetooth. Well, I had a precognitive dream that felt like a nightmare and a projection. It consisted of this imposter of you named Phaeton, who was actually the devil in disguise trying to extract my soul, and Blue Notes his soul in unison during that competition of who'd be your cameraman. Thankfully, I saw you, Jeffrey, wearing that Mirror Man cloak, shooting the devil dead and sending him to somewhere else, and spawn gems that were worth a lot of money. Jeffrey. That's because it wasn't a dream. It was a premonition. The reason I shot the devil dead was I had some unfinished business. I was able to fix and control the past and, present, but I had to fix the future too by containing everything. So that's why I put on my Mirror Man cloak to go to the future to kill the devil. Delaney. How do you get back to the present day? Jeffrey. When I went to the Mirror Hub, known as the 4th Closet, also known as Zarnia, I had my golden gun that mysteriously spawned into the housemate's room. The message to the gun said that I earned it because the Ponytown team gave it to me. However, JD's computer suddenly began to act up, and some force sucked me into the computer, and I had to traverse through the Luna games. I also had heard what sounded to be the laughter of Pinkie Pie coming from the PC before I got sucked into it. Julia, how'd you get out of the PC? Jeffrey, I confronted Nightmare Moon, which turned out to be a manifestation from Princess Luna, which indicates that Luna can turn into Nightmare Moon. She said that I passed some kind of test. She explained that the star on my house is my own wishing star. It could grant my own wishes, but certain ones have to be granted by other forces like Dragon Balls or Godfield. Bluetooth. Did you get the wish of Haven when you defeated Hayes? Jeffrey. Yes, I did. I wish to talk to an old friend named Beastia, aka Felicia, who is the previous Lord of the Cats. She helped me out during 2020, which were not really the best times for me. She sadly vanished without a trace for some reason, but hopefully she's doing okay. Just then, the door opened up, and Jeff Daza came out. JD, what's up, you guys? What are you all talking about? Jeffrey, we were just reminiscing of the olden days of the past. Sure, I may not have had a good past, but it helped me strive to be a stronger person in the future. JD, Gio, I know you worry about the past, but don't worry, you got this, champ. Jeffrey, hey, that's what Solomon said to me before I ranked up to crown rank in the game. Delaney, so there's more ranks than the double question mark rank? Jeffrey, yes there are, Delaney. What rank you currently at? Double question mark rank, and at level 419. Jeffrey, here, have some XP. He gives her some of the XP, which mysteriously had appeared in the real-life world. Delaney, where'd you find this? Jeffrey, some of the XP found its way into the real realm, which we currently tread on, as we aren't playing the game at the moment. But I wonder how it got here, too. Delaney eats the XP and she ranks up to the same rank as Jeffrey, the crown rank. She sees the rank when she lowers one of her front socks in her deer form. But as a human, the crown rank is on her wrists, similar to how the crown rank is on Jeffrey's wrist. JD, yeah, check out my rank, it's the lion rank. JD shows his special lion rank. Jeffrey, how'd you get that? JD, I helped a few others fight an evil lion that was hell-bent on taking over a certain area of land. He wanted to use his community for bad reasons. Jeffrey, well, that's messed up. Blues, I think I remember knowing a white lion that was evil. Jeffrey, me too, but wasn't Solomon. Blues, so should we all search for this bewitching bell? Jeffrey, yes, of course. We should go search for it. I feel like we should see if anything else has spawned in real life. Oh, wait, I almost forgot to show you all the sword that has spawned in my room. Jeffrey runs up to his room and grabs the sword that mysteriously appeared in his room shortly after he went to visit Spirit Halloween in 2024 to see if he could find a good idea for a Halloween costume. He came back down and showed it to everyone. Delaney, hey, that looks like my sword. How'd it get here? Jeffrey, I don't know, but it was given to me by the same mysterious force that gave me the golden gun from the digital realm to real-life realm. Just then the portal appears and Moonstone appears. Moonstone. Oh, hey, Jeffrey, I tried to quantum leap a transportation and it worked. Now I don't have to worry about flying from Florida to New Jersey in my pony form. Jeffrey. Oh, hey, Moonstone. We were about to search for Grogar's bewitching bell, which resembles a cowbell that would go on the rope collar of a dairy cow. I remember it was in Season 9 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and it had chaotic yet overpowering magic in it, and probably even Grogar's soul. Moonstone. It's hard to find My Little Pony merchandise in my area. Jeffrey, you're not kidding. As it's getting more rare to find G4 merch these days, meaning eBay or Amazon would be the best bets for that. It's even getting hard to find G5 merch due to G5 shows being canceled for some reason. Just then, the phone inside the house rings, and the staff picks it up. James, it's for you, Gio. Jeffrey answers the phone and hears a familiar voice. A voice that he remembers talking to only once. It was a different man that knew about Pokemon and stuff, but he was apologizing to Jeffrey for the negative stuff he said to him. Jeffrey forgave him, and which indicates this person who had an avatar name based on Giovanni from Pokemon saw something horrific that he shouldn't have seen. Wherever the case from in real-life perception or a glitch, online beats the purpose but left questions. Jeffrey then finishes the call and then walks back outside. He looks at his friends who are eager to see if he wants to find the bell. Jeffrey, everyone, let's go find that bewitching bell. Sorry. Jeffrey and his friends then go to search for the bell, which has also mysteriously appeared on Earth with everything else. Just then, before they go, Princess Luna shows up and asks Jeffrey about the 7 key items. Jeffrey gives Luna the 7 key items for the protection spell. Meanwhile, at the park, Jeffrey and his friends are looking around for the bell. Jeffrey pauses and now looks at the clean and refilled pond. Delaney/Don Grace. Jeffrey, are you okay? Jeffrey. Yeah, it's just that this is the place where my wizard teacher, Master Rubik, died. Hayes killed him out of pure envy due to me winning the wish at Haven. Delaney. Well, don't worry, as Rubik should be watching over you as a spirit of support. Jeffrey in a calm tone. True, that is true. At least he can now rest easy as Hayes is now dead too. Jeffrey sees Blue Deuce looking around. Jeffrey, any luck, Blue Deuce? Blue Deuce, not as far as I know of, but I did find this golden lamp. Jeffrey, bring it over. Jeffrey investigates the golden lamp and rubs the dust off of it. Just then the genie from Aladdin emerges from the lamp. Genie, aw man, it's been a long time since I got fresh air. Look at this place. So modern and 21st century looking. Jeffrey in excitement. Wait a minute, you're the genie from Aladdin. Genie, yep, that's me. Don't wear it out. And I'm here to grant you 3 wishes of any desire for refining my lamp, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, before we get to the wishes, Genie, do you know if a bell has appeared here on Earth? Genie, yes, I've also seen one emerge in the woods somewhere. I've also seen the statue of Bill Cipher still stuck to the tree after you beat him, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, great, show us the way, Genie. Jeffrey holds the lamp so Genie can guide him and his friends to the location of the bell. They search around the woods and then see Grogar's bell near the statue of Bill. Jeffrey, Hey, how'd that get there? Jeffrey grabs the bell and takes it with him back to the house. Jeffrey, okay, Genie, now I'm ready for the 3 wishes. First wish is to be rich. Second wish is to be able to play Ponytown again in the future. And the last wish is to free you from the lamp, Genie. Genie grants the 3 wishes and then he sees that he is now free from the lamp. Gee, you actually wished a wish for me to be free from the lamp? Thanks, man. I'll take this lamp with me. I gotta go do fun stuff. Thanks for freeing me, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you're welcome, Genie. Now go find Aladdin and his friends Abu and Jasmine. Genie, most certainly. Genie and his lamp vanish while Jeffrey looks at the bewitching bell. Jeffrey, well, everyone, here it is. Grogar's bell. Let's put it in a safe place for now. Jeffrey goes into the basement and locks the bell away so it cannot be used for evil. Jeffrey decides to go watch the news. Keepstar. Good afternoon, this is Keepstar. Let's get right into the news. TikTok has been unbanned recently because of the chances of it being permanently banned in April are very high. In other news, there have been reports of a blue ram entity who seeks a bell so he can reach his full power. This is Keepstar saying, be careful if you see this blue ram. Jeffrey. A blue ram. Oh, crud, it's Grogar. Jeffrey runs outside to alert the others about Grogar's physical existence. Moonstone. So Grogar is alive and well. That explains why he's searching for the bell so he can reach his full power to destroy everything. Did you lock the bell away in the house, Jeffrey? Jeffrey. Yes, I did. I locked it away in a place that cannot be detected by him. Delaney. Excellent. Now Grogar will be weak if we fight him in this form. Jeffrey, yes indeed. He will be weak for this fight. Shaq, count me in this one. Jeffrey sees Shaq, who has returned from killing Trask. Jeffrey, Shaq, oh my god, you're not wearing the suit. Shaq, it didn't feel right, so I put the suit back in that vial where it came from. Jeffrey, so you're saying you don't want to use the Venom suit for the time being? Shaq, nah. Well, maybe for some combat testing, or whenever it wants me to wear it. Jeffrey, okay, so Grogar is on Earth searching for the bell. Thankfully, I hit it. Meanwhile, in the distance, Grogar without his bell sees Jeffrey and everyone else going inside the house. Grogar, once I find that bell, I'll be complete and this whole world will be mine. Up next, the Leprechaun Hunt. It was almost March 2025 and Jeffrey and his friends had just obtained Grogar's bewitching bell. Jeffrey and his friends are watching the television. Jeffrey, you know, something is happening on the news, right? JD, but Gio, you don't watch the news. Jeffrey, I know, but I'm curious on what there is on TV. Jeffrey switches the channel to the news. The news anchor from the Cute Mario Bros. Channel. Oh, those penguins must be hard time living in that weather. In other news, leprechauns. Are they real? Because we've just received word that a leprechaun is in New Jersey and he has this pot of gold of him hidden somewhere in the woods. Now, back to those penguins. The television shows some African penguins swimming. Those penguins. Jeffrey, a leprechaun in New Jersey? I say we all go and hunt for this leprechaun. Maybe we could get his pot of gold. JD, what's a leprechaun? Jeffrey, a leprechaun is an Irish person that wears green and sometimes an orange beard and hides a pot of gold somewhere. John, yeah, I say we find his leprechaun. Shaq, guys, you could go. I'll stay back with James. Jeffrey, okay, everyone, let's go. And so Jeffrey, John, JD, Delaney, Blue Deuce, Octavia, and Moonstone all went to search for the leprechaun. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of town, Grogar is still searching for his bewitching bell. Grogar, where's that bell? I need it to be completed. Maybe if I can find a way to get the bell, I can find a way to conquer the planet, but wherever it ended up is beyond me and my comprehension. Grogar stomps off to keep searching for his bell. Meanwhile, Jeffrey and his friends are searching for the leprechaun. Jeffrey, this leprechaun must be smart hiding the gold. Just then the leprechaun shows up and asks Jeffrey for directions back to Ireland. Leprechaun, excuse me, fine lads and ladies, do you have directions that can lead me back to my hometown of Ireland? Jeff Dawson and John look at each other. JD and John in unison. Let's get him! Jeffrey, guys, wait! Leprechaun, oh, shoot! Leprechaun teleports to a distant area. Leprechaun, oh, you guys try hard and using brute actions like that. It's not easy trying to catch a leprechaun to get his gold. Jeffrey See, John, look what you did. Now all we have to do is keep searching for more. Moonstone, wait, if we can't catch the leprechaun, why not try luring him over with things like maybe whiskey or something that leprechauns like? Jeffrey, good idea. Soon everyone makes a trap in a cartoonish way, with a few beer balls under the trap. Jeffrey, okay, so if this doesn't work, I have one more plan that'll for certain work. The leprechaun sees the beer balls under the trap. Leprechaun, oh jolly day, is that my favorite drink that I see over there? I might as well go for some. The leprechaun jumps over to the balls and picks one up. John pulls the rope, causing the box to land on top of the leprechaun. Jeffrey, are you sure for certain that this works, John? John, yes, Squid, I'm pretty sure that he is under there. He lifts the box to see empty bottles. Moonstone, at least he had a good drink. John, but how is this happening? How does he keep getting away? The leprechaun, you see, silly Johnny lad, you thought the box trick was going to work like that, lad. You have to do better than that. Jeffrey, well, it's time for Plan C. Donnie, what's Plan C? Jeffrey, Lucky Charms cereal. Moonstone, Jeffrey, you are a genius. Soon Jeffrey and his friends are having some Lucky Charms cereal. John, this is some good cereal. Jeffrey, yeah, you can say it's magically delicious. The leprechaun shows up and sees the cereal. Leprechaun, so, you folks like that cereal. It's good stuff, to be honest. Pass me a bowl. Jeffrey passes a bowl of Lucky Charms to the leprechaun. And that's how you catch a leprechaun, everyone. You don't do it with brute force or traps. You just catch them by offering them a snack or a drink. You passed the test, Jeffrey lad. Now, since everyone here wanted the pot of gold, I decided to give the pot of gold to all of you. The leprechaun gives them the pot of gold. John is excited until he smells the aroma of chocolate. John, these coins are chocolate coins? Leprechaun, oh, silly John, you really thought I would leave any of my money out here in the open? I put it all in my bank account. I'm not dumb to leave it out here in the open. John, in rage, so there wasn't any gold whatsoever? Leprechaun, nope, just the team value of friendship and working together to do something. John calms down and explains that he's a fan of the Irish culture. Leprechaun, well, I gotta get going. And Jeffrey, lad, take these. The leprechaun gives Jeffrey a big bag. Open it at the house. Jeffrey, okay. Soon everyone heads back to the house. Jeffrey is holding the bag. Moonstone, what's in the bag? Jeffrey, the leprechaun gave me this for some reason. Jeffrey opens the bag to discover real gold coins and real gold bars. Jeffrey, oh my dear sweet Celestia, it's real gold. No wonder why it was heavy even carrying it home. John, lucky! Jeffrey, well, since you all helped me out catch this leprechaun, I'll split the gold with you, John, JD, Delaney, Moonstone, and Blue Deuce. The amount of gold is enough to make 6 people insanely rich on their own. Blue Deuce, good idea. Soon, Jeffrey and his friends have their fair share of the gold. Delaney, so what do you think happened to the chocolate coins? Jeffrey, who knows? Because John was bewildered that he got chocolate coins. John, oh, hardy har har. Meanwhile, in the woods, the egg guy and the you guy from the Cute Mario Bros. YouTube channel, also known as the Ez, have found a leftover pot of coins. Egg guy, these are so good. You guy, I know, right, bro? These are better than those old Henry bars at the gas station that we bought. Egg guys, I don't think those were old Henry bars. I think those were just Milky Way bars or Snickers bars because the wrapper was brown. You guy in denial, those were old Henry bars. Little did they know, those weren't O. Henry bars. They were just plain Milky Way bars. Meanwhile, Grogar is still looking around, causing some mayhem, and sees an abandoned building. Maybe that building has a bell. Grogar rams open the sealed door, only to see the building was empty and hollowed out, which enrages him. Grogar, snarling, this is not what I wanted or expected. Grogar causes a blast to destroy the old abandoned building, which used to be a gas station before it closed down for unknown reasons. The building's foundation falls apart, and all that's left of the area is Grogar, who is furious, and a slightly more open crater where the building stood. Grogar, guess I'll have to keep looking. Now for Grogar's wrath. Meanwhile, back at Jeffrey's home, Jeffrey and his friends are in the house talking when suddenly Jeffrey sees a strange glow from the basement. Jeffrey, That's strange. The basement has never had any glow like that before. Moonstone, maybe the bell's activated or something. John, hopefully it's not a bomb or anything of that sort. Jeffrey, I might as well go check to see what is contained in this strange, bell. Jeffrey walks down to the basement and sees the glowing light emanating from the small closet which had the Harry Potter sticker above it. Jeffrey always joked that the basement of his house which contained a clue of some sort, which it did. He also thought that the basement was where the negative energy and memory passed away. Jeffrey saw the bell move only 3 inches north. He picked it up and carried it upstairs, but before he could carry it upstairs, he accidentally bumps his knee into a shelf. Jeffrey had some pain. Ow! Ugh! Just as the crate opened up, and a blue bipedal robot that resembled Sonic the Hedgehog walked out. It was Metal Sonic, but this version of him was not evil, but was in fact good. And he knew Jeffrey for a good amount of time. This version of Metal Sonic was the same equivalent to as friendly as Baymax from Big Hero 6, which is a movie that should be watched. Metal Sonic. Hello, I am Metal Sonic, your personal robot companion. I activated when you said the word, ow. And it made me activate to see what was going on. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your pain? Jeffrey. Oh, hey, Mel. My pain isn't too severe, just bumped my knee on the shelf. Metal Sonic investigates the shelf and looks at Jeffrey's scraped knee. He places a disinfectant spray that contains bacitracin in it to clean the area. Jeffrey, thanks, Mel. I'm satisfied with my care. Metal Sonic nods his head and walks back to the crate and turns his system into standby charge mode. Jeffrey walks upstairs with the bell in his hand, or hoof in pony terms, and closes the door to the basement. Jeffrey, do you see this? This bell is trying to lead me to something. They all observe the bell as its ball bearing moves north. Jeffrey and others are surprised to see the bell is active. Jeffrey, come on everyone, let's go find out what this thing is leading us to. Jeffrey, Delaney, JD, John, Moonstone, Shaq, Blue Deuce, and Octavia all head outside and follow the directions of the bell and where its ball bearing was pointing to. Soon they all arrive at the destroyed abandoned building that is used to be a Speedway gas station. John is in shock at the destroyed building's remains. John, it's destroyed! Moonstone, what was that building? Jeffrey, used to be a gas station, a Speedway specifically. It closed down unexpectedly and I don't know why. Either the manager passed away or they just didn't get enough money revenue at this location, or it just had a health violation if the health inspector looked at the area. This gas station also had a lot of stray cats in the area that have been fed regularly. Just then, the magic aura grabs the bell out of Jeffrey's clutches. Jeffrey, what the heck? Grogar, yes! I finally got my bell back! Grogar places his bewitching bell on his chest plate. Jeffrey in shock. Oh, dear Celestia, it's actually him. The Grogar. I thought you were dead and defeated since your defeat during the G1 era of My Little Pony. Grogar. That's right, Jeffrey Sambursky. It is I, the real Grogar in the flesh. You all may wonder how I am alive. Well, you see, that codex node or time displacement device that your buddy John built was able to cause things from the fictional realm and the digital and virtual realms to spawn into reality, as well as make an interdimensional portal that leads to others in universes. I must commend you, Jeffrey, for beating Bill Cipher, but it was all in vain, as I'm a more threatening force than that floating triangle ever will be. My plan is to take over this realm and destroy it from the crust. And surface as this place is rather disappointing. But because of you, Jeffrey, bringing the bell back to me, I shall reward you and your friends a very quick death. Grogar is about to shoot a destructive blast at Jeffrey when he sees Shaq. He beckons him to walk up to him. Jeffrey, Shaq, what the hell are you doing? Shaquille, listen, Gio, he's telling me to walk over to him. Plus, you wouldn't like the details. Grogar looks down at Shaq and grimaces. Grogar, excellent work, my lackey. You brought the chosen one named Jeffrey Sambursky to me so I can take him out once and for all. Shaq, you're welcome, Master Grogar, but what should we do with him first? Grogar, I said we put him to the pits of trials. Shaq, so you're not going to kill him yet? Grogar, not quite yet. I still need to adjust to this realm's surroundings and act like a normal male sheep to anyone that thinks I'm docile. And just as long as they don't anger me, they won't see foul play involved. Grogar then looks at Jeffrey and his friends. Jeffrey, you will not get away with this, Grogar. I will strike you down like I did with Hayes and Bill Cipher. Grogar uses his magic to create cages and traps Jeffrey's friends into these cages. He then grabs Jeffrey and opens up a portal that leads to Tartarus. Grogar, I'll release your friends once you return here and when you face off the trials in Tartarus. Jeffrey, in horror, wait, Grogar, wait. Grogar tosses Jeffrey into the portal. Jeffrey, in horror, wait. Grogar laughs in the villainous tone as Jeffrey is thrown to Tartarus, which is a form of hell in My Little Pony Friendship's magic. And now, the moment you're waiting for, Jeffrey's test of trials. Jeffrey has landed in Tartarus to face off the trials made by Grogar. He is falling and lands on the ground and recognizes the area. Jeffrey, where the hell am I? Grogar, glad to see that you found your landing skills. Come and try and get back to the surface so you can fight me. But first, you must face off Cerberus, the three-headed hellhound dog, as well as the bugbear, and the most scariest monsters here being the dinosaur you hate most, which is Barney. Jeffrey, in rage, you really have to trigger me by bringing Barney into this charade. Like, who else are you going to put in this charade, you blue demonic ram? Are you going to add the MASH version of that Postman Pat to your little cavalcade as well as Sombra? Grogar, ding ding, give the boy a prize. Jeffrey in shock. Chuff my life. Grogar, good luck, Jeffrey. You're gonna need it. Grogar laughs in an evil tone and vanishes, leaving Jeffrey to face off each enemy. Despite what Grogar said, Jeffrey is a fighting machine and knows the weakness to every MLP-based enemy. He beats them easily, but then his final two foes, Postman Pat and Barney, are more harder. Postman Pat, well, looky here, lad. It's the man that predicted on how Thomas defeated me in Man vs. Train. Barney, in his dumb, clumsy voice, hey there. You want to use your imagination to have fun with me and sing songs? Jeffrey in an angry tone. Hell no! I am not a fan of you, Barney the dinosaur. Your show is literally the same thing in every episode you have of the show. In fact, where are the parents of those young citizens that you talk to? Sounds awfully suspicious of an 8-foot-tall purple dinosaur to be there with no human adults. Barney the dinosaur takes a bit of offense of this and drops an F-bomb right in front of Postman Pat. Postman Pat, whoa, purple T-Rex. That's barely even suitable for the people that you talk to in your show. Jeffrey in an agreement tone. Thank you. Postman Pat, no problem. I'm not in the fighting mood anyways. Jeffrey beats Barney the dinosaur and heads off to the surface portal to get back to everyone else. Meanwhile, Jeffrey's friends look at Grogar and Shaq, and they try to knock some verbal sense into them both. John, you two will never get away with this. If my Star Sapphire ring was charged, I would use it to beat your blue ram behind. Grogar, whatever you say, John. You wouldn't stand a chance against me, you mere mortal. Meanwhile, Jeffrey's looking around and sees a Green Lantern ring on the ground. Specifically, the green one that represents willpower of the Green Lantern Corps. He takes it. Jeffrey, this ring will come in handy. Jeffrey also takes the 7 Chaos Emeralds and his golden gun and his sword. Jeffrey walks outside his house to face off Grogar and to save his friends and universes and everyone from Grogar's clutches. Jeffrey confronts Grogar and explains that hurting Jeffrey's friends would just cause more problems. Jeffrey, let them go right now, you blue demonic ram. Grogar, what is this I see? The hero has returned with weapons. How do you get past my minions? Jeffrey, Grogar, I saw the entire G4 My Little Pony, as well as Man vs. Train. We already know that I do not like Barney. Because, case in point, Barney sucks. Grogar, confused tone. You make a fair point there, lad. But do you still think that you can face me alone and save your friends in these cages? Male voice. Who said that he was alone? Jeffrey looks around and sees Miguel, the white alicorn, who has shown up just in time to aid Jeffrey. Jeffrey, Miguel Silva, you cheeky alicorn. You came here just in time. Where's Adam? Miguel. Adam is still looking for the EMP node that was given to Hayes by Spike. Speaking of Hayes, what happened to him, Jeffrey? Jeffrey. Hayes? He's dead. Miguel. Oh well, let's face off Grogar and save your friends. Grogar. Well, looks like I have to face off two determined male heroes. Jeffrey. Main target focus, go for the bell. That's where he gets his power from. Right. Miguel Silva runs for the bell, but Grogar hits him with a blast. Grogar. I don't think so, buddy. Wait, I never knew that male alicorns were a thing. Jeffrey is also fighting Grogar, and then Jeffrey sees Shaq just watching him. Shaquille quietly is thinking of if he should help Grogar or should betray Grogar and free Jeffrey's friends. Thoughts of flashbacks occur in Shaquille's mind as even though he lost in the game and Jeffrey won the game and wish, the memories tell Shaq to do the right thing. Shaquille grabs the keys and unlocks each cage but tells them not to open the doors. Grogar. Any last words, Sambursky? Jeffrey is concerned by Grogar and his evil magic and was about to be hit by a serious blast that could have killed him. However, Shaq comes out of nowhere and hits Grogar, causing Grogar to turn his focus to him. Grogar. Shaquille, you absolute traitor. You would choose to help Jeffrey rather than side with me? Shaquille. I've learned from Jeffrey from doing the right thing that always receives the good results in the end. He convinced me about the dangers of propaganda and the venoms doing other dangerous things. I wasn't ready for this journey, but Jeffrey was ready. Jeffrey was chosen. Grogar, if you won't help me on killing Jeffrey, then you will die as well. Jeffrey, it's over, Grogar. I have the upper ground now. Step down before I find a way to take you out. Like how I took out Hayes and Bill Cipher. Grogar, I will never quit. He sees a memory of another villain. This one is for you, Tyrek. Grogar then uses his magic and grabs Shaq and tosses him into the air, but Shaq is able to fight back. Shaq, Jeffrey, get your friends to a safe place now! Jeffrey, right. Jeffrey runs over to his friends and busts open the doors and orders each one of them to run fast. Jeffrey, each one of you get to safety now. Moonstone, you heard Jeffrey, let's move now! Jeffrey watches his friends run to safety, and then he runs to fight back, fight Grogar, basically. Grogar tosses Shaq aside and sees Jeffrey. Grogar, enough games, Jeffrey. Time to finish this. Grogar lifts up a piece of broken metal from the metal fridge that was part of the abandoned gas station. But there was something that was unthinkable happening. Shaquille gets in the way and takes the hit. Jeffrey, in shock and horror. Shaquille! Grogar takes the metal piece out, which is now covered in Shaquille's blood, and throws it aside, and Jeffrey watches Shaq lying down weakly. Jeffrey begins to have a flashback to when he watched Spider-Man 3 of the Tobey Maguire era, when Harry Osborn died in a similar way, as well as Eddie Brock's fate from the explosion. The Chaos Emeralds begin to react, and Jeffrey begins to turn super. Jeffrey, Grogar, you monster, I will never forgive you for this. Jeffrey taps into the energy of the emeralds as everyone is cheering Jeffrey on. Jeffrey transforms into his super form and beats the literal heck out of Grogar and then sees the bell. Super Jeffrey, of course, the bell. Super Jeffrey rips off the bewitching bell and hits it with his hand or hoof, and it sucks the chaotic magic out of Grogar. Grogar, no, no, no! Jeffrey then tosses the bell to Discord, who takes it to where it belongs, where it or its power cannot be stolen. Super Jeffrey then turns his attention back to Grogar and beats him up more before finishing him off with a super blast that resembles a Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z, which completely vaporizes Grogar's physical body into nothing but dust. It begins to rain, and everyone is happy that Jeffrey beat Grogar. Jeffrey turns normal and sees Shax, who is slowly dying from the stab that Grogar inflicted. Jeffrey, Shaquille, come on, you can make it. We can get you to the hospital. We can fix you. I can request Celestia to do a healing spell on you. Shaq, Jeffrey, you don't have to do that. I was wrong on everything, and you were right all along, Jeffrey. I was never the chosen one for this, but you, Jeffrey, You, Jeffrey, are the true chosen one. Now, keep going in your adventure, and if you see a friend that knows me well, Jeffrey, keep them out of this situation. Promise me that, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I will, Shaq. You're my friend and housemate. Shaq, I know, but you must keep going. There's more to your story in life as it just the beginning. Shaq closes his eyes for the last time and dies. Jeffrey's friends walk up to Jeffrey. They aren't close to him, but they could tell that Jeffrey was hurt on the inside. Jeffrey looks at Shaq's spy and lets out a war cry, similar to Spider-Man in the movie called The Amazing Spider-Man, or similar to the main character's cry in the Season 1 finale of Squid Game. The paramedics come to take Shaq's spy away where he would be buried in the cemetery nearby the Dollar General. Jeffrey placed something on Shaq's grave, a plastic Captain America shield. When Jeffrey came home from the cemetery, he quietly walked upstairs and passed by Shaq's room. He looked in it, and most of the stuff was removed, except for one thing, a guitar. Jeffrey takes the guitar and places it in his own closet. It was evidently clear that Jeffrey did save the world again, but at the cost of someone's life. Jeffrey gets a knock on his room door and sees Moonstone and Delaney, aka Diamond Grace, at the door. Moonstone, I'm sorry he didn't make it. Delaney, he can rest now. He would have been proud knowing that you saved the world and universes again, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I know. Just then, Jeffrey sprains his foot or hoof. Ow! Ugh! Delaney, you okay? Moonstone, yeah, are you okay, Gio? Jeffrey, yeah, I sprained my foot or hoof. Just then, the three of them hear a mechanical sound and something emerging from the crate. It was Melsonic, the good version that Jeffrey reformed. Hello, I am Melsonic, your personal robot companion, who also knows about personal health care. I activated when you said that word, ow. Hello, Jeffrey. Delaney, so that robot can talk and stuff? Mel, that is correct there, Jeffrey's friend. I learned all this stuff after Jeffrey showed me a Pixar film that involved a robot that talks. Moonstone was the movie. Jeffrey, it was Big Hero 6. I recently rewatched it because Baymax is a classic character, and reforming Melsonic to act like Baymax would sound really cool. Jeffrey and his friends and the others talk with the blue robot downstairs, who is getting quite accustomed to his surroundings. Melsonic then looks at the purple cup. Melsonic, Shaquille. Jeffrey, Shaq died in the battle from fighting Grogar. Melsonic, if he was still here, he would have lived a long life. Jeffrey, I know, but I did keep a promise to him before he died. A promise to never give up, as each one of us has a choice and a story. Author's note, the next chapter is coming soon. Hey gang, I hope you enjoyed those 4 chapters of the Grogar saga. I know it wasn't, like the best of that, but I will visualize this. I will visualize the Grogar saga into thing, so it'll be visualized, and then we could get to season 7. So yeah, thanks for watching.